Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is where I talk about what's on my mind. I am Just Girl. So make sure you like and subscribe as we move on to the next subject on my mind, which is Harry and Meghan's documentary, part two. So in part two of the documentary, Harry mentioned that, Will and him, there are two households or whatever you call it, were at odds, right? And that Will promised that, they wouldn't do anything that would harm the other household or put out negative stories that would harm the other household. And he felt that Will, went back on his word. And he also felt like Will did, Will hired this guy, I forgot his name, the guy that works for Meghan, who basically reported her for bullying, I think. Will ended up hiring that guy later on in the future to head their foundation and other things. Okay, so I have to side with Harry on this one because from the beginning, I did notice before Harry left the royal family, I did notice that there was jealousy issues, right? I noticed that Meghan was a bit more popular than Kate in the papers at the time when she was first introduced. And I noticed it. I noticed, hey, Will's supposed to be this first in line, right? Or second in line at the time. So, Harry's the spare. You're supposed to step back. You're not supposed to get as much attention as Will, right? But unfortunately, the people want what they want, right? So I definitely did notice like issues. First they came out as the Fab Four. All of a sudden they separated into their own different households. And then all of a sudden you see like these competing stories, right? I remember when Harry was supposed to go to some um, environmental or something, save the planet event somewhere in Europe, and he took a private jet, right? And then the next, like right when people were criticizing Harry for being a hypocrite for, speaking about climate change, but then you're going on a private jet, spreading more pollution. Will is seen n- like an hour later or so, flying with his family coming out of a commercial jet, and then there's photographs like, oh look, Will and his family, you know, are trying to or think about the planet, right? And so it was just like things like that. There was always something being done to compete with the other house. Even when Will and not Will, when Harry and Meghan brought out their, oh, no one's asking how I'm doing when they were in the South Africa video, like that documentary they did at the end of their South Africa visit. They did it at the same time when Will and his wife were in India or Pakistan. Sorry if I got that wrong. Bad memory. So I noticed the competition there. It was just where is that anger coming from? Like, why are these two brothers fighting and just competing with each other? It was sad to see. But I knew there had to be something behind it. And I saw it before this documentary came out. I saw it, and it was the bullying incident with Meghan. Okay, so Meghan had a few reports made against her in HR for bullying, right? By some of the people who worked for her. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I know being in some fields where, it's a woman, not a lot of women are in power or it's a woman of color, people tend to stereotype the woman boss as, oh, she's too this or she's too that. So I don't know if the claims are true or not, right? I don't know. But unfortunately, this guy came out and, support and supported this whole thing, saying that he saw it happen. It's supposedly the guy that wrote the letter for her and reviewed the letter for her that she wrote to her dad. So like, this is somebody who worked with her who then came out and supported the bullying claims. And then, Will goes and hires this dude, right? Like, imagine if my sibling my brother and my sister like hired somebody who put my name through the mud. They hired him for multiple years. He um became like he's on the board of the foundation. Like again, I'm I know he is part of their foundation, exactly what he does. Not 100% sure. I don't want to state something that's wrong, but I know they put him in high positions in their foundation after the fact that he came out to support the bullying incident with Meghan. Now, even if Will thinks it might be true, even if, right? Why do that to your brother? Why hire this dude? Like, it really should be, you know what? I'm sorry. You know, we can't hire you. You can't come work for us. I'm sorry. Right? Have your brother's back. Right? Now, again, I don't know if she really did bully or not, but like, even if she did or not, like, this is your brother, this is his wife. Can you support him? Right? And for some reason, this was brushed under the rug. And I kept seeing it. I'm like, why is Harry so angry? I feel like that is one main thing that he's angry about Will. Like, why couldn't you support me? Why are you hiring somebody that's claiming my wife is a bully? Right? And yeah. So it's sad. I'm on Harry's side on this one. You know, I think Will should definitely apologize for that one. It was wrong. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. This video is very short, so just yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Whose side are you on? Are you on Will's side? Are you on Harry's side? Are you in the middle? Um, I mean, it is what it is. Have your brother's back. That's my opinion, but somebody else might see it differently.